Hey guys, it's Kobe with Rural Bible Reviews coming at you again this week with another Bible review. This week we're going to review a Bible that we reviewed not too long ago, but it's in a different edition. This is the ESV Bible with Creeds and Confessions. And if you'll remember, the last time I reviewed the True Tone edition, but this one is the goatskin edition. This is in black goatskin. It's not one of their heirlooms, but it is a premium. So it is printed in China, but it's still very nice. So it comes in this really nice two-piece box. And I love this symbol here on the front. But I'll open it up here. And as you can see, it will have the pledge card where, you know, it's got the lifetime warranty and everything. Comes wrapped in this beautiful velvet cloth here. It's really soft and everything like all their premiums do. I'm going to close this box back up here. Here is your ISBN for those of you interested. You can pause it there. As always, I'll leave a link down below. But like I said, this red and black is just very, very pretty in my opinion. On the back, it has all your features and all your information there. So you can pause that. And here's the Bible. It is a very supple, very nice goat skin. It's very grainy. It's very thick. I do believe this is probably an imprint, you know, like a printed on grain, which is perfectly fine. I've been carrying this Bible to church with me because I do like the layout and everything and the font size and how it feels. As you can see, it looks just like the True Tone edition that I showed you guys. It still has the spine hubs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Still says Holy Bible with Creeds and Confessions, the ESV logo, English Standard Version, and Crossway. The back is plain. Your main differences between this one and the one that I reviewed before is going to be, of course, your goatskin cover. The ribbons are a little bit better, maybe. I think they might be. I don't know. It's hard to tell. They're fine for this size Bible. I do wish I had 3 of them, though. That way I'd have one for the Old Testament, one for the New Testament, and one for the Creeds and the Confessions. But your major difference is going to be it is an edge line block. You've got your gold gilt line, and you've got your red under gold art gilding, or more like a pinkish salmon color. So that is your major difference between this one and the True Tone. Now, the True Tone black is great, and they also have a True Tone brown cross trefoil design. But if you wanted to get one of the other ones and have those rebound, you could, because it'd be a great rebind candidate. Now, I personally like this Bible because of the size of it. It's not very thick, as you can see. And there's your head and tail bands. They're gold and black. I've always liked Crossway's head and tail bands. But like I say, it's got a good, and I don't know if this is leather, imitation leather, vinyl. It might be leather. You know, it being a China print, it could be, you know, some of the Chinese leather. But, you know, as always, don't take this apart. I'm still trying to break it in. You know, like I say, I've been carrying it to church and everything. But you've got your presentation page. And then you've got your marriages, your births and adoptions, and your deaths. So you've got your typical legacy pages. You've got the Holy Bible, ESV, the Holy Bible, English Standard Version, containing the Old and New Testament. And I'm going to do like a little miniature review because I just reviewed this one. Here is your copyright page. It is the 2016 text edition. There you can see it's printed in China. This is a reprint. They were out of stock for a very long time, and then Crossway reprinted them and brought them back. So here's your table of contents, and I'm gonna go ahead and flip on open over here. As you can see, it is a 2-column paragraph format with your notes at the bottom and your cross references at the end of the second column. So it's basically an omega with the Creeds and Confessions added to it. So it is a 10.5 point font size. And it originally was published January 23rd, 2020. Like I say, they were out for a while and they just came back out this year. So I never got one of the original ones, but I do know there was some corrections to the London Baptist Confession, and they did those in here. I think there were some spelling errors or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But in the back, you have 13 historic creeds and confessions. You've got the Apostles' Creed, the Nicene Creed, the Athanasian Creed, the Chalcedonian Definition, the Augsburg Confession, the Belgic Confession, the Articles of Religion, the Canons of Dort, the Westminster Confession, the London Baptist Confession, the Heidelberg Catechism, the Westminster Larger Catechism, and the Westminster Shorter Catechism. You also have introductions to all of the creeds and confessions by historian Chad von Dixhorn. So I think that's a pretty cool thing. So, but like I said, this is just a very beautiful, elegant Bible, I think. It is a black letter text. Oh, here's the poetry section. Here's the book Isaiah. You can see how that is. I don't know what the weight of the paper is, or the GSM. I'm not 100% sure, but like I've said before, I personally, I have, here's your New Testament title page, and there you go, black letter text. Now, I have several Crossway Premiums, a couple of their Heritage editions, and I do like the paper in them. Royal Youngblood in the Netherlands does a wonderful job. Their paper's good. I like this Chinese paper too. It's very white, very easy to read. I also like the Korean print that you see in a lot of Bibles today too. Those are nice prints as well. So, again, do I agree with what's going on in China and how the Christians are persecuted? No, I do not. Do I wish Crossway had them all printed elsewhere? Well, of course I do. But this Bible is very nice. Like I say, I like the paper. It's smooth. It's got a really nice feel to it. It's easy to turn. But I'll get to the back here. And like I said, I'm just going to kind of briefly go through this. Once you get to the very back, of course, you got your Crossway Concordance. You're going to have a table of weights and measures. Your typical info from Crossway here, your typical stuff. Here's the end of Revelation. And I cannot get my fingers to cooperate. All right, there's your weights and measures and monetary units. And here's your introduction to the concordance. Here's your concordance. You get to the end of the concordance. And here are your creeds and confessions. And here is an introduction. Here's the contents of the creeds and confessions. And here is the Apostles' Creed. We'll just let you see it. He gives a good introduction on it and everything. If you go to a church and you're not familiar with the creeds and confessions, please get familiar with them. It's a part of church history. I go to a Presbyterian church, as you guys know, the PCA. I actually just got back from the PCA General Assembly. I went down to it today to check it out. So for those of you that can figure that out, yes, I live near Chattanooga, Tennessee. And and this is something else I'll review here soon, I picked up this little gem. It's the Westminster Confession of Faith in a little pocket-size edition. I got it from the Banner of Truth, but look at that. It's a neat little edition. I have the 1689 in this, too, that they make. So, anyway. But I picked that up. I like having the confessions with me. But the creeds and the confessions are a very integral part of church history. And like at my church, whenever we, our order of worship, we actually right now are reciting the Westminster Catechism. The leader will ask a question, and then we all respond by reading the answer. It's good for your children, of course, but get familiar with it. If you're at a church and you guys don't do the creeds and confessions, familiarize yourself with them. If you're Baptist, check out the Baptist Catechism. Check out the 1689 London Baptist Confession. Of course, if you're Presbyterian, then the Westminster. But all 13 of the creeds and confessions in this Bible is wonderful. So if you can't afford the goatskin edition, like I say, I'm going to leave the Crossway link. Pick up one of the True Tone editions. Right now, the Crossway Plus membership, like I say, it's free. You can get this Bible for $157.49 with your Crossway Plus membership. The True Tone Brown, you can get it for $41.99. I like it. It also comes with 2 ribbons. It's very neat. The cross on the front of the True Tone Brown is the same cross that's on the box. And then you've got your True Tone Black, and it is also $41.99. So if you can't afford, like I said, the goatskin edition, then do yourself a favor and pick up one of the True Tone editions. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from Christian Book. I don't know if Westminster Books has the goatskin. No, they don't have the goatskin. But I'm sure you can get one of the other editions from them. You can get them, all different places. But like I said, to me, it's just very important to have this. And I'll flip here to the back, and as you can see, goatskin leather. And you've got your Crossway maps once you get past your creeds and confessions. So there you go. But that's this Bible. What do you guys think? Do you like this? Do you like having the creeds and confessions with you? Not having with you? Are you familiar with them? Sound off down below in the comments. As always, my link tree will be down below where you can find me on all my socials. Also, my Buy Me a Coffee is in my link tree. If you feel so led to donate to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps me buy Bibles and, buy things that I need to run this channel a little bit better. I'm trying to improve on some things. Here soon, I'm going to be switching up how I do the videos. But I got to get a new holder for my phone. As you guys know, I record all my videos on my phone, so I got to get a new stand. The one I have now just clamps to my desk, and it doesn't want to position but in one position, which is this. But I'd like to do, a few different things. So I got to do a little bit more research on that. But anyway, but feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already, share the video. And also down below is the link to the Wrath and Grace Universe. Check them out. They just released a new song today by Hazakim. So check it out. And then also the link to the Truth and Love Network is down below. As you guys know, I'm a part of the Truth and Love Network. Go check it out and check out all the different podcasts and things that are there. I really do appreciate you guys listening to me every week talk about these Bibles. And let me, I don't want to get off here without saying this. Like I said, I did go to the General Assembly today. I got to see my former pastor and talk with him, and it was great to see him. And I also got to meet Matthew Everhard, and that was the highlight. I've always wanted to meet him, and I didn't tell him this in person, and I should have. But Dr. Everhard, if you watch this, just know you are one of the ones that help me get over the hurdle, if you will, of infant baptism. Me watching your teaching videos on being Presbyterian really helped me. And now that's where I'm at. So, but anyway, I really do appreciate him. He's a gentleman and a scholar. It was very nice to meet him. Met a couple of more people there, so it was just really neat. I will say this, if you ever go to a conference that's got a lot of Presbyterians, or if you ever go to the General Assembly, you're going to see 3 things that I noticed there was a lot of. There was a lot of bow ties, which I was kind of shocked at. There was a lot of beards, and there wasn't necessarily a lot of these, but there was more of these than I thought I'd see. My pastor at my other church used to wear a clerical collar like you see. A lot of people say, well, isn't that a Roman Catholic thing? No, that's a clergy thing. The Catholics just kind of hijacked it. But anyway, it's he always wore one. I saw several people with one of those on, several elders, so I was kind of shocked at that. So, but anyway, so, and I also got to see, in passing, Michael Foster. I didn't get to talk to him. It looked like he was on the phone, maybe in a hurry. So there was a few other people I wanted to meet, but I didn't get to see them while I was down there, but that's okay. But it was really neat to go there and check things out. and kind of see them talk and everything, and hear them vote on stuff and whatnot. Like I said, I just went today. I didn't go any other day because I had to work. So, but anyway, as always, guys, I really do appreciate you. Thank you for listening to me. Don't forget, I'll be back next week with another video. We'll have another review. Here soon, I'm going to review this. I'm going to look for my 1689 version too. That way you guys can see it. As you can see, size comparison, just to kind of give you a preview. Look, my hand covers it up. It's very little, so it'd be easy to carry around with you. But anyway, I love you guys. I really do mean it. I appreciate it. And until next time, grace and peace.